Okay, guys, welcome to the walkthrough for competitive research. Now, competitive research is a really interesting topic and a really great way that you can piggyback off of what other people are doing online and also see what they are doing so you can look for opportunities to use in your campaigns. So, I'm going to walk through a couple of different tools that I use that can really lend you some insight into what your competitors are doing or what people are doing for the keywords that you're looking to advertise on. So the first one is called SpyFu. Their website is spyfu.com, spyfu.com. And what you do, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can search by domain name, URL, or keyword, and it will pull up a bunch of different data that you can see and gather information from. So for this, I use flavored coffee online, one of the examples that I've been using throughout the course. And you can see that there are a bunch of different numbers that come up, but what you can see is that there are 44 advertisers that are bidding on this keyword, the click-through rate, the ranking difficulty, some of the cost per click information, but you can also see the profitable related keywords. So what they do is they sort it by monthly searches, ranking difficulty, cost per click, click-through rate, and they have all of these different ranking factors that can show you where you should be spending your money and where people currently are spending their money. Now, if you scroll down through the bottom of the page, it will show you the most successful advertisers and their best ads on the search engines or on Google. So for this example, you'll see that flavoredcoffee.com has a monthly budget, an estimated monthly budget of over $16,000. They're targeting 221 keywords. The percent at the top of the page, so in those top three search results, is 82%, so that's very high, and they're covering 100% of those searches that they're going for. And then another really great opportunity is looking at what their ads are. So obviously, if they're continuing to use them, they're probably working well. So what you can do is see what items, what call to actions that they're using so you can use it, and maybe you have a better offer, maybe you have a better product, and you can put that in your advertisement and your ad copy. So maybe you have free shipping, and in this instance it says $199 shipping. So that might be something that you could beat them on. And then they have other competitors here as well that you can look at. There are options that aren't unlocked unless you go for the paid version. I only use the free version on this, but there are some great opportunities to unlock too if you do go with the paid version of SpyFu. Then it will show you the organic ranking analysis. We're not going to get into SEO and organic search, but there is that information there. You can see all of the different URLs that are placed in the organic search results, and then the current ads that are running for this particular search, which again, very, very useful to be able to look at this information before you create your campaign. So now let's move to the next tool. It's called MixRank. So it provides a lot of the same information, laid out a little bit differently. It will show you the top advertisers, how many text ads they're running, but then it will also show you the display ads they're running and the number of display ads. So you can get a good sense of what their mix is between text ads and display ads and who those are. And in the left-hand panel of the page, you can see their keywords. But for this one, for MixRank, I primarily use it to see what display ads these companies are using. So you can, if you hover over it, you can see the different creative that they're using and get some ideas of what might work and what things you might want to try. So for Coffee AM, you can see that their call to action is try a free sample of Christmas Blend, and it shows the pricing. So maybe you get some ideas off of this, or maybe you see where it's placed. It'll show you the last time it's seen and when they're displaying that. You don't get all of the options again with the free version. There are some advantages to having the paid version as well, but 166 pages of display ads that you can see here, and then you can see the text ads, you can see the landing pages that they're using. So you can see a lot of great information here. For Green Mountain Coffee, you see what landing page they're going to. For Coffee AM, there's not a screenshot, but you can go and click directly into the URL to see, hey, this is the landing page they're using. Do I have something similar that I could use? Because if they're using this landing page and they've been advertising for a while, you can see here, first seen November 2012. Usually a company that's spending that much money per month on advertising is not going to send traffic to a landing page that's not performing. I wouldn't say that in all cases because sometimes people don't monitor their digital advertising campaigns, but that's something to look at least somewhere that you know that you can start. And then lastly, probably the most basic and probably the least used option is actually just doing a search. Do a search on Google for your terms. If you are searching, make sure you do the hide personal results because that will base it on your location, or if you do have a Google Plus profile. But it will give you some general ideas. As you can see here for flavoredcoffee.com, you see the different site links that they're using, so you can see what advertising extensions. We went over that in one of our previous lessons. What call to actions they're using. In Coffee Bean Direct, they have a phone number, so you see that there's a lot of different options that people are using. Some people aren't, some advertisers are using, and then you can see what they're using in their description lines, and it gives you a good sense of what they're doing. I wouldn't advise clicking on their advertisements because, because to be a good person, to not cost them money, but if you want to, you can just copy paste the URL that they have displayed. Even though the destination URL may be different than the display URL, you can do it that way if you want to. You can click through. Again, wouldn't advise. But those are some of the great resources that I use to do competitive analysis and competitive research before creating my first campaign, and some tools that I think that you should use before creating your first campaign.